All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I have for you guys today, Roelly Winklaar, hinting today that he's possibly getting ready for a show in the near future. Roelly Winklaar posting this physique update, where some people were sending this to me saying it looked like he had a little bit of a death face there. He looks like he's in really good shape, but the caption of this post is what captivated a lot of people. He says, "Who's ready to see the beast on stage again?" And he tags Nebula Fitness, and he says, comment down below. So naturally, this post got a ton of support and a ton of comments. You got Juan Morel in the comments saying they want to see him come back. The Kid Plot, you got William Bonac in there. He says, we all want to see you back on stage, brother. Derek Lunsford, Natalia Coelho. Let's see, what else? We got a bunch of people saying they want to see Roelly come back. So obviously everybody wants to see Roelly on stage again. He missed the 2020 Mr. Olympia because of... He ended up getting stranded in Istanbul, Turkey because of the virus. But anyway, the point is we all want to see Roelly come back. I want to see Roelly compete again. I miss seeing Roelly on a pro stage. The Olympia is not the same without Roelly Winklaar. So let's talk about what we've got left and what we've got in the near future as it pertains to men's open bodybuilding shows this season. So you've got the California Pro, which is May 29th. So that's about 2 weeks away. You've also got the Puerto Rico Pro, which is the end of June 26th through the 27th. You've also got the Mr. Big Evolution Pro Show, which is going to be July 16th through the 18th. You've also got the Chicago Pro, which is July 23rd through 24th. Tampa Pro, August 6th and 7th. Texas Pro, August 13th and 14th. Europa Pro, which is the Spain show, that's going to be August 15th as well. Toronto Pro is going to be September 18th. And then, of course, the Arnold Classic UK, October 2nd, 2021. Then you have the Olympia, October 7th through the 10th. Now, again, I'm still hearing rumors about the Arnold Classic. The Arnold Classic, the rumor that I've heard for the Arnold Classic US is that it's going to be like a week before or a couple weeks before the Olympia. It's going to be just a show. There's not going to be any expo or anything else, just a bodybuilding show. And Arnold doesn't want to miss a year, so he's still going to do the Arnold this year, but it's only going to be the show. And supposedly, the rumor that I heard is that is going to be right before the Olympia. Like a month ago, we had some rumors come out, and people were saying it might be in California, it might be in Ohio. Now it's confirmed for September 25th. It's been about a month since those rumors came out, and we haven't really heard anything as it pertains to those rumors being validated. No one has said anything officially yet. And really, it's only a matter of weeks whether or not that Arnold Classic becomes a qualifier for this year's Mr. Olympia or next year. So I guess it is really important when it is. But again, the reason why I'm listing off these shows is the question is, what show would Roelly Winklaar do if he gets ready for a show soon? Could it be Cali in just a couple of weeks? Could it be the Puerto Rico show in about a little over a month and a half maybe? Or could he wait until the Arnold Classic comes back? Roelly usually does the Arnold Classic. He's a guy that is no stranger to the Olympia stage, but also no stranger to the Arnold Classic US stage. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, both about whether or not you want to see Roelly come back. If you want to see Roelly on the Olympia stage, give this video a thumbs up. And what do you think the situation is going to be with the Arnold Classic US? Still, no real official statement from the Arnold Sports Festival people yet. All right, now next up in the news, let's talk about some classic physique updates here. Steve Laureus, one of my favorite classic physique guys right now. We know that Steve is targeting potentially a show towards the end of the 2021 season, possibly aiming to qualify for the 2021 Mr. Olympia right before the deadline cutoff there. Now, Steve posted this physique update, hitting a classic pose here, and he says, normally I'm not happy in the morning, but I checked my weight, and I was very pleased. It definitely put a smile on my face. Hashtag under construction. And shortly after that post, he posted a posing video with a joke caption, "No more classic for me. I could never win a damn pro show. This gives me a reason to take my chances to the open class." Obviously showing off some of the size that he's put on during the downtime that he's had, which is what a lot of people wanted to see from him, is additional size, fill out his frame, come in fuller. He's already got a great structure. He just needs to fill it out. And it looks like he's been doing that. Steve is certainly a guy that he's been kind of off the radar for a while since he hasn't competed in a little bit. But he's a guy that I think we need to be watching out for when he does compete. I think he's going to be a sleeper to come in and win whatever show he does and possibly go straight to the Olympia stage. And now a word from our sponsors over at Labrada Nutrition. Now, next up in the news, Hafthor Bjornsson sharing with his fans some brand new boxing training footage, this time showing his warm-up before 5 rounds of sparring. A lot of people have actually been very complimentary of Hafthor lately, looking like he's made some significant improvements to both his speed and his endurance when it comes to some of these training sessions that he shared compared to when he first started training for this boxing match with Eddie Hall, which is coming up here in September of this year. He didn't look very experienced, obviously, because he wasn't. He looked slow, he looked like an amateur, but it looks like he really has been taking this whole thing very seriously, whether it was the 100-plus pound weight loss to get in better shape for the fight, the constant training, the constant exhibition matches. I think Thor looks significantly improved. Again, this is kind of a hard video to tell exactly where his boxing level of skill is at. But overall, I think it's very obvious that Thor has been taking this whole thing very seriously, and I think he's really going to surprise a lot of people. I think when this fight first got announced, a lot of people were Team Eddie. A lot of people thought that Eddie was going to come in and just wipe the floor with Thor because Eddie has some past boxing experience. Eddie is the more he's the more angry one of the two. He's got the chip on his shoulder, kind of against Thor here. But I feel like Hafthor is slowly starting to win over more and more people, and I think more and more people are kind of excited to see, his boxing skill and see him do well in this matchup. I think the weight loss alone, what was it, a total of 110 pounds, is impressive enough to show how seriously he's taking this. And a lot of people thought this was going to be kind of a joke. Two big guys, 300-plus pounders, just kind of slopping around the ring with no conditioning. I don't think that's going to be what it is. I don't think it's going to look like a pro boxing match by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think it's going to be, and I think it's going to surpass some people's expectations. Now, next up in the news, we've got another physique update, yet another side chest from Keone Pearson at around, 8 or 9 weeks out now from the Chicago Pro, where he's going to be competing in 212 again, trying to earn that Olympia qualification for a second year in a row to the 2021 Mr. Olympia. Keone talks about in this post how his training has been on point, how it's been next level. He's surrounded by great people, and it's only up to him from now on. I've said it many, many times. Keone is probably one of my favorite current physiques right now, one of my favorite current bodybuilders. He's a guy that I'm watching closely. He's a guy that I'm really excited to see compete again. And I'm hoping that he does win the Chicago 212 category. I'm hoping he does qualify for the 212 Olympia in 2021. And I'm hoping that he does not pass up that opportunity this year and he goes to the Olympia and competes and see how he stacks up with the best in the world. And I hope that he brings the best conditioning of his life to this show and to the Olympia as well. So best of luck to Keone. I know I'm watching. I know I'm excited. I know a lot of people on this channel are supportive and excited as well to see you compete in Chicago. Now, next up in the news, we've got what I assume is a current physique update of William Bonac. William Bonac is a guy that we haven't talked about in a while because he hasn't competed since the 2020 Mr. Olympia, and he is already qualified based on his placing last year for the 2021 Mr. Olympia. So we probably will not see William compete between now and then because he has no reason to. He's already qualified, so he might as well focus solely on the Olympia. Maybe we'll see him on that Arnold Classic stage if the Arnold Classic happens. But this apparently is how William Bonac is looking right about now. And the final story that I have for you guys today, the latest physique update from Patrick Moore. Now we know he is doing the Cali Pro. He's just a mere, 9 days out right now from that Cali Pro. So a little over a week to go for Patrick until he steps back on stage this year looking for that Olympia qualification. So I guess we could call this about a week out. Showing off the progress that he's made to his back. Again, that's one of the more heavily criticized points of his physique. Showing off this back double bicep here. I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Do you think Patrick Moore has made enough progress in the back department? And do you think he is ready to go for the Cali Pro at 1 week out, 9 days out to be exact? I believe it's the 29th and today is the 20th. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did in fact enjoy it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet already. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power signing out.